What's your definition of torture?
Well, that's clearly spelled out in the Detainee Treatment Act and interpreted under the December 2004 opinion that governs and has governed, and if you look at the footnote from that opinion, governs all subsequent opinions that have been made by the Justice Department. Elaine.
Dana, you talk about being within the corners of the law, but are you satisfied that there's enough clarity in sort of the definition?
Very. I am very satisfied that this country is following the laws and that American personnel, no matter where they are in the world, are held to that standard.
My question is approaching it from a different way, though. I mean, are you satisfied that the U.S.'s position on what torture is clear enough to other countries so that if an American were
I am. We follow our laws and we meet our international obligations.
Absolutely. Another country, then, you feel that there is enough clarity in the definition that the administration has put forward that they wouldn't be able to look at something and say, well, that seems
I'm not saying that reasonable people couldn't disagree on complex questions.
So does it
That's possible.
Doesn't the sort of
No, I think that this country meets the laws of our nation and meets its international obligations. We share information. We have helped prevent attacks in countries that we consider to be our allies. And we have prevented attacks here. Now, if there were an attack on this country, all of the questions in here would be very different. You would be asking me, how did you allow this to happen? And what I am telling you is that within the law, we are making sure we are doing everything we can to prevent it from happening again.
What's to stop another country from then taking their own definition and interpretation based on the administration?
Well, as I understand it, under the Geneva Convention, every country was supposed to interpret it for themselves. And now we have.
But if there can be reasonable disagreements on what amounts to torture, then what you were actually saying is we don't believe what we do is torture.
Look, under the United States interpretation, and and that December 2004 opinion that is publicly available at the Justice Department for everyone to see, we believe that we are following our laws and that we are meeting our international obligations in order to prevent attacks on Americans and our allies. And we're meeting that. April.
Back on Elaine's question about clarity, you said something that if there's a problem with understanding, it's left up to the countries to try to decipher.
As I understand it, I believe that the Geneva Conventions, that every country could interpret for themselves what that language meant. I'm recalling that from the debate that we had in this country from a year and a half ago.
Paraphrasing what the Geneva Convention said. It said
not paraphrasing, but you're going to paraphrase? Okay.
Paraphrasing what it said, it basically says that if there is some kind of a problem with clarity, it is supposed to be taken to an international crimes court. So,
which we are not going to do.
Why not?
I don't think it's necessary, April. We have clarified in the Detainee Treatment Act and in this December 2004 opinion that the United States does not torture, and outside of some individuals suggesting that we do, I think that our allies are comfortable, especially because of the protection that we're affording them as well.
Well, Dana, for many years now, this administration, this issue has come up over and over and over again. It's gone to the Hill, it's gone to courts, it's gone everywhere. And it seems to me that there is a problem with clarity. Maybe the people who put the Geneva Conventions together would be the ones to be able to help you out.
I don't think we're seeking their help. I don't think they're offering it. I think that we here in the United States are a proud country that is working within our laws to make sure that we are going about protecting the country from Al-Qaeda and other terrorists that want to attack us.